You know, some things, it's kind of like a Band-Aid. You know you got to do it, you just got to pull it off and get it over with. That is why today I'm doing something I haven't done in years, and hopefully it makes me money, and it would make you money if you do the same thing as well. That is, oh boy, shopping for Instacart. That's right, folks. I'm testing Instacart in 2025 as someone who's done a gig work since 2015, but it's been a minute since I've been an Instacart shopper. As you have dutifully notified me that I have no idea how Instacart works in 2025, so as someone who helps you make money in different side hustles, that's all I do here. Let's test the newest version of Instacart, shopping for people's groceries and making some money. Is it worth it? It's a Saturday, and I mean, kind of warning sign number one. It says I'll get batches in 5 to 15 minutes. DoorDash has that too on food delivery. It'll say an estimated time that you need to wait until you get a offer. Not even a good offer, just an offer in general. 5 to 15 minutes. I don't really love that. I'd prefer it to be obviously like 0 to 3 minutes to get an offer. First offer, $9.18, only 0.9 miles, and it is 27 items, 30 units. So 27 different items and then just 30 total units there. Look, it's 0.9 miles from the Aldi to the customer's location, which is fantastic, but I'm, 4 miles away or so? I'm not going to take that because imagine it's like, let's say 4 miles, round it up to 5 miles because the delivery is 0.9 miles. Then in essence, I'm getting $9.18 shopping for 30 units for 5 miles. That's not a good payout all the way around. So what do you want? You want the standard that we teach you here, $1.75 paid out per mile, and then $20 to $25 plus paid out per hour. Now on shopping, I also have heard some shoppers like to think of it as pay per item because, you know, more items is more time. If you want to do that, you can. Think of it like 50 cents per item or whatever kind of metric you want to use there. Now you see this offer, $21.97. It's 2 customers, and I'd have to go down to the Costco. I checked, it's about 4 miles down to the Costco. There's heavy pay, so there's some additional pay here and an expected $12.14 tip. Only 11 items, 59 units because they want 50 packs of these strawberries. There's a pack of water, but I'm not super concerned about that. But think about this. Again, if it's 6 miles rounded from the Costco to both customers, it's going to take 4 miles down there. It's 10 miles. Now, $21.97 for 10 miles isn't that bad, and it'd be ending in an okay area. But there's a Aldi right over here. There's a local Giant Eagle grocery store right over there. So if I can get a similar margined offer and not have to drive down to this Costco 4 miles, it's not a bad offer, but let me tell you this. There is better offers. How do I know that? Because on Instacart, the offers are sent to other shoppers as well. It's not just you. And I saw an Aldi that's right over there. That was a pretty good margin with pretty decent item count. It was a good offer. And it disappeared basically instantly. These ones, well, there's still the $9.18 offer sitting there. That $9.18 and $21.97, it's still sitting there. So, well, the $9.18 is a bad offer. The $21.97 is decent, but there will be better offers. The $9 one just disappeared. I hope no one really took that one. Yeah, I'm still sitting here. I don't want to be, but I can't take some of these offers. See, here's a good one, kind of. 701, 2.4, but again, it's at the waterfront Costco. Add 4 miles to that. I can't take these offers that are, let's say, $1.10 a mile, or like 30, 40 cents per item, if you want to think about it that way. We did it. Let's go. Only took 30 minutes waiting. I accepted one. Firstly, I almost accepted this $21, 64-cent offer for 3.2 miles, but it was a beast. 61 items, 74 units, 2 customers, but A, it's the Aldi that I shop at, so I already knew like 90% of the items and where they were at. B, the ending destination, it was in a good spot for at least other gig offers, let alone maybe Instacart, but there is a Giant Eagle in that area. I almost took it, but it would have taken like maybe 45 minutes of shop time or so, but it was $21.64. It sounded pretty good. It wasn't that far away. It was pretty good, just would have taken a long time. Then I saw $11.89, 2.3 miles for the Giant Eagle right down the road for 3 items. I accepted instantly because, again, someone else might take it. So we did it. Let's go to Giant Eagle. 3 items, steak, like barbecue sauce and cheese. Someone's getting ready to like grill or something, although I don't think you'd put cheese on a steak, do you? Reminds me, I was gonna grill later if the rain holds off here in Pittsburgh. $11.89, 2.3. So here's what's gonna happen. We're going to go to the Giant Eagle, obviously. Shop for 3 items and pay with either your stored digital Instacart shopper card, you put it on your phone, right? Like your stored card, or your physical card, which I have here, a physical card. This is going to be pre-authorized with funds. So you pay with that, you're good. They already added an item. Great, they already added an item. Now it's 4 items. I mean, not bad. Please don't keep adding items, please. Just arrived, and it still says 3 items in the summary, but then I click on it and it says 4. So let's start the timer. It should only take like 7 minutes from start to finish or so, depending on how hard it is to find those other items. So I'm gonna click on start shopping. Let's start the timer, and we should be good. Cross your fingers there's no like item issues or substitutions and stuff like that. Man, nothing like a seamless, I'm gonna put it in here, just one bag. Seamless first Instacart shop. Is what I would have liked to have said. Oh my goodness. First Instacart shop in a while. 4 items. Of course, I had to contact support. I had to contact the customer multiple times. I'm not shy in saying I do not like shop and deliver offers of any nature because of that. I want to go in, give me my thing that I'm delivering, I'll deliver it. Oh my goodness. So here's what happened. I had a steak, I had cheese, I had a garlic bread mix, and I had steak sauce. So of course, the first item, the steak sauce, completely empty shelf of all the steak sauces. I'm like, don't do it. The one steak sauce, the Texas Roadhouse, is it really that good, folks? It was out of stock. Now, it tells you what to do. It says if there's a substitution, or it'll say the customer requests a refund if this item is not in stock. The item was not in stock, they requested a refund, and it'll do just that. Now, they had steak on the order, and they had steak sauce, so yeah, it said they wanted a refund, but I thought like, hey, you might need this. So I sent them a picture of the empty shelf. Obviously, Instacart's gonna let them know as well, but I just, wanna make sure. Steak sauce, when you're also getting steak. And they said, it's fine. So I said, cool. Now let's go and get the steak. The customer wanted a 3-pack of Angus beef, what was it? Semi-something, whatever, steak. Value pack. So I get to the USDA, whatever steak value pack. They only had a 2 counts, 2 steaks in a value pack. So then I messaged the customer. I said, hey, they have 2 steaks in a value pack. Would you like 1 2 counts, or would you like 2 2-packs? And they confirm 1 2-pack is fine. Now here's the tricky part. Help me out with this. they requested a 3-pack. I scanned the barcode of the 2-pack and it said, like, couldn't scan barcode, a wrong item or whatever it was, take a picture. So I took a picture and then the picture was denied. It said, like, I don't know, like wrong item, whatever it was. Mind you, it's the right cut. It's just a 2 count. So I said, okay, fine. Then I click on like substitute item. And the only substitute was a single pack, not the value pack 2-pack. So I feel like on other apps, like maybe DoorDash, you can have a manual substitution because she already approved the 2 counts. That is fine. So I messaged support and I said, well, actually, no, I called them. I called support and the person, frankly, I feel like was kind of impatient and I don't know if they understood me. I said, hey, they already approved this 2-pack. Take it off my shopping list, mark it as pulled so I can move on and I can continue with the checkout when I'm done. And they said, did you like get any other items? I said, well, not yet, because the steak sauce was out of stock and, you know, I got this. So no, I just have the steak so far. They say, okay, continue with your shop. Like, obviously, like, continue with your shop. Okay. I said, all right. So then I end the call and I check my shopping to-do list and the steaks are still on there. I'm like, great, guys. I take it off my shopping list so I don't have to worry about it. And it still said I had to pull it. Same thing was happening. I tried to scan the barcode. I tried to take a picture. Nothing was working there. I pulled all the other items. I mean, the other items were easy enough. Found the item. There it is. That's the right one. But the steak thing, like, I guess I should have grabbed 2 of the singles because that was their pre-approved substitution. But there's gotta, like, if the customer service rep says you're good, I should be good. Or there should be a way to add a manual substitution or something like that. Checkout process, easy enough. Use the card. It says click credit, you click credit. It's pre-approved, that's fine. They give you the bag and you're all good. So after 1 item out of stock, 1 customer approved product that was apparently approved via support, but it was still on my list. I had to deal with that. And then the rest of the items, everything else was smooth. Now I'm on the way to the delivery here. It's a contactless delivery, I believe. 4 minutes away, 1.3 miles. Hooray, shop and deliver, Instacart. Let's gather ourselves here. So regarding customer tips, I imagine if that customer, as I've learned, thanks to you, consider subscribing, join as a team member here, the tip would go down proportionately because I only found 3 out of 4 items. So we'll have to check that. Now, I'm near an Aldi, kind of. It says 1 to 5 minutes for a batch. I'm hoping something similar. 10 plus for 5 or less items going 2 or less miles. But as we saw, even on a 4 item count, there can be problems. You know, I just gotta see how Instacart is. It's not necessarily about the stellar pay per item, because it's not. Check it out. Family Dollar, now it's a wonderful, very strong payout per mile. It's like 9 something for 0.9 miles, very nice. But the payout per item, not that great. And remember, that's something you need to consider with Instacart because there's 15 items. Now, the reason I took it, number 1, I'm just trying to audit Instacart in general. How are shopping gigs in 2025? Secondly, I kind of think 15 items from a smaller store, Family Dollar. Now, I don't know the store layout, but I don't think it's going to be that hard. I've done some other dollar store runs, and it's easy enough to find stuff. All right, arriving to Family Dollar, real easy, like 2-minute commute over here. 15 items. I have never been to this Family Dollar. 15 items, what do you think? Let me start the timer, put it in the comments. 13 minutes shop time, that's my guess. Oh boy, not good. Not good. I'm not trying to do this. I mean, this is just how it's going today. So 15 items, right? I'm like, oh, it'll take 13 minutes or so. No, it took 27 minutes. I mean, I didn't know the layout of the store, but it's not that hard to find stuff. And I was looking, and probably 40%, like 6 of those items weren't in stock. The entire shelf of frozen food was out of stock. Everything. There was not a single item in the frozen food. So they requested like 3 different variants of like chicken nuggets and stuff. Couldn't get anything. So I had to refund them on all the frozen goods. And then the refrigerated stuff, they requested like 2 different kinds of Lunchables. They had one kind, which was not the one they wanted. So I clicked on substitution, they requested a certain substitution, and that one wasn't available. And then the customer messaged me after and said, hey, like, I know I put substitutions. There's nothing for my daughter for snacks. And I told her, I said, the entire frozen food section didn't have a single item. I'm not kidding. It said frozen, whatever it said, not a single item in probably 4 like double-sided coolers. So one section of 2 doors, another section, like 4 sections, not a single item. Now I feel bad, and I think it's also a contact list, but these are the scenarios where hopefully they're not too angry and they're mad at me for not getting, you know, these items, but literally nothing was in stock there. And it took 27 minutes. 27 minutes plus 3 minutes to the customer now, 2 minutes there, so it took 30 minutes. It took 30 some minutes, and I'm making like, what was it, $9 some on this? $9 some in 30 minutes. I mean, it's not the worst, like $18 trending an hour, but I mean, for all this work, trying to rummage through shelves, find stuff, half the items aren't in stock. Now I have a customer that's not happy. I don't know. Versus food delivery, you know, the side hustle that I prefer. Hey, give me your Kung Pao chicken, here it is. There's no like, oh, you didn't get the right kind of cat food. My cat doesn't like this. It's like, well, it was a substitution that was listed, or the cabbage isn't exactly the quality I would have picked. Hasn't been good. I've been sitting in the same spot now at least 20 minutes, if not 25 minutes. I'm right by that Aldi that I was just at. Do I call it here, or do I just multi-app and try one more offer on a different app? Do we just have like a little potpourri? Should I just throw in a random offer for you? What comes first, a good Instacart offer or just a random other app? Let's see here. Discouraging? Yes. We are over 3 hours in. I'm not fighting it. It even says my current location has very low demand for Instacart shoppers right now. It's not busy. And even if you doubt that, you're like, I think I'm gonna get something on Instacart. Here's how you can judge that. I told you, I always tell you, multi-app. Drive and work on different apps at the same time so you have more selection and options, right? If all of them are slow, there's your hint, right? If Instacart's slow, you could try something else. Maybe you get offers on, you know, other stuff, DoorDash, whatever it is, Uber, but they're all slow. I'm online with like 4 or 5 other apps, and they're all slow. So I'm gonna take that hint, but I'm not giving up on Instacart. Let me know what you wanna see next here. Shifts, routed work, maybe dispatch, Amazon Flex, DoorDash Dashlink. Do you want more grocery shopping, shipped Instacart? Do you want obscure side hustle apps, Hungry Panda, Fantuan, something in between? Again, all I do is help you make money in different side hustles. Join our newsletter. Got a brand new tool coming for any gig worker in any niche at the end of the year. You're gonna wanna know what that is and get that new tool. You driveformite.com/newsletter. I'll see you in the next shift.